they're without doubt the standout teams in the Premier League. It looks like it's going to be Liverpool or Manchester City, so it's probably a good time to be in the States, isn't it?
Very good time. No, it's painful, obviously, but I think they're the two standout teams, and I think they're the two teams, as hard as it is to say, who people enjoy watching. The ideas, the changing of positions, the way they play in the game. It's fantastic. So it's interesting to watch, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of points what wins this league.
Who's going to win it?
Through gritted teeth.
You can't say it. You
City.
can't.
I think City will win it. I think over the last 10 years, only two teams who've been top have not won the league, and both of them was Liverpool. So
he says with a wry smile on his
face. Hopefully that's the story again.
That's history. But this season, Liverpool have sorted their defence out. We saw Virgil van Dijk there scoring. If ever there's a season when you think Liverpool are going to win it, it feels like now. If City weren't who they are, Liverpool would be miles ahead.
Well, the last time, the season that Wayne's referring to, obviously they had three of the best strikers at the time, the Sterling, Sturridge and Suarez. You can argue who's the best, the current three or that three, but what you can't argue about is that this time they've got an unbelievable defence, much better than it was. And Alisson's been a great signing. The emergence of Robertson is just unbelievable. Trent Alexander-Arnold is another unbelievable player. But Van Dijk is just what we've been discussing for a few minutes this afternoon. I just can't see anything he can't do. He's just an absolute Rolls Royce.
He's got everything. I mean, he's got that presence. He's got speed. I mean, what he did to Traore last night, where he just showed him the line and said, "Come on, let's have a race." And he
takes a brave man to have a race with Traore, doesn't it?
I mean, he's one of the quickest players in the league. He can pass the ball. He's got that leadership quality as well. For me, he's probably the best defender in the world right now. So for Liverpool to have him, they're very lucky. Alisson, as we mentioned, he's come in, done a really good job. And it's just a really nice balance about Liverpool now. We saw them last season, they were entertaining, scored plenty of goals, but we're miles off City at the end of the season now. There's a grit of determination about them. They can win games now without being at their best. And I mean, they've had to go unbeaten to this point to get 4 points out of City. It shows how well City have done as well. But certainly now, it's certainly a title race on now. And even Tottenham in third now, if they can win, beat Everton on the weekend.
Do you give them a chance?
They're playing really well. They'll be buoyed by that result today. I wouldn't rule them out either.
You're shaking your head. You're seeing a two-horse race in the Premier League, right?
Yeah, it's in my opinion, it's between City and Liverpool. And as they were saying about Van Dijk, I think he's the big difference this time to what Liverpool have had in previous years. And he just brings a calmness to his teammates around him also, and you can see he's a leader. So I think he's a big difference. But Jurgen Klopp, I think he looks like a dream to work for, and I think, as we're talking about Manchester United, that's a manager which Manchester United needs to get in that style and with that philosophy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would you enjoy playing under Klopp? Just not for Liverpool.
Yeah, not for Liverpool, but no, from the outside, he just looks like a manager who all the players love him. Obviously, the fans love him. He just looks like a manager who you want to go and play, you want to win, because you can see it mean so much to him.
There seems to be a recurring theme actually with these top teams now, and bringing in managers who, Sarri said the same thing when he arrived at Chelsea, I just want this to be a happy place to play football. You get the impression that there's a real respect between Pochettino and the players at Tottenham. Pep Guardiola is an unbelievable taskmaster, but if you've seen that documentary on Life at City last season, again, they look like they're loving life under him. Football has become a kind of a happy place to be, rather than a manager ruling with an iron fist, as was perhaps the way it worked back in the day.
Yeah, but I think it's the way of the world, Jake. I just don't think it's football. I think if you like your boss in anything, you want to work for him, you're more motivated. So I just think it's the way of the world now. We're moving away from people ruling with an iron fist and ordering people around. And of course, you still need to be firm in certain situations. But when it comes to the leaders, let's say, I think it's really good to know your staff, in this case, in football, know your players, to appreciate them, to make them feel wanted and loved, and et cetera, et cetera. I think you get better performances then.
Right. Who wins the Premier League this season?
Oh. Well, I said City at the start, but now I think I've turned. I think Liverpool are just amazing at the moment, grinding results. Even when they play only okay, they're still winning games. So I think Liverpool.
Danny?
I've got to say Liverpool. I think so difficult to retain the Premier League. Manchester United were very good at doing that. No one else has really done it. So I got to go with Liverpool, yeah.
I think City.
You have to say that though.
No, to be fair, both. I don't like any of them. So.
Is the
I think City will win.
thought of Liverpool winning the league just too painful for you to contemplate?
No, it's painful. I think if they win it, obviously they deserve to win it. So I'm not saying they shouldn't win it or they're not good enough to win it. I think they're a fantastic team and playing with so much enjoyment. But I just think City, with the experience of winning it and want to get to the last few weeks of the league, then I think City will come out on top.
You've just about convinced yourself, I think.